Yes. Episode number 3. This is the Velvet Heaven Podcast, and I'm Soraya. It's good to be back. Well, the mixer seems to be behaving today. This is great. It's a lovely snowy day here in Michigan. We got, 4 to 6 inches according to the weather, and I'm not going outside today. I had some stuff I was supposed to leave and go do, and that's not happening. So instead, I'm going to sit here and talk to you. Don't you feel special? Kind of lucky, I guess. So, if this is your first time here, obviously you found me, but I'm going to tell other people how to find me, or if you're spreading the word to your friends. There's now a Facebook page called the Velvet Heaven Facebook. That's not right. The Velvet Heaven Podcast on Facebook. I'll get it. And I did that last week. You can find me there, and if you gave me a like, that'd be great if you're on Facebook. And if you're not, if you're one of Rally's listeners and you don't want to be on Facebook, well, who could blame you? I'm only on there because it's a way to connect with a lot of old friends and to promote my podcast and other things that I like. So give me a like, that'd be great. You can also find the podcast on the YouTube channel, the Velvet Heaven Podcast, all one word. And you'll find the earlier 2 episodes there as well. And if you're more of a download person or you want to archive me, I'm at www.archive.org. And if you search my name, which is Soraya, Soroya, you can download past episodes. Now that we've gotten most of the business aspects of things taken care of, I do want to promote Rally's show, and that's where you guys, a lot of you will hear me Monday through Friday, call him Rally. That's the Rally James Show. Like I said, it's Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, so there is that. I swear to God, every time I do this, something goes wrong. I think that makes it more fun. So, oh boy. And as we've discussed many, many other topics on that show, as I was in the middle of promoting Rally when my levels dropped, just check her out if you haven't. Even if you're not into her politics, Rally's a hoot. She's really funny, and nobody knows more about radio than Rally. And almost anything else. Rally's kind of an encyclopedia of knowledge. Or just a really good time. I mean, any woman who's willing to play for me as my trivia, I've Got the Power by Snap, it's kind of okay in my book. And then, we jam on together for a few minutes. That was nice. Last night was really, really great. And not just because of Rally's show. I met up with an old friend later in the evening after a very interesting day at work, and them, that's a long story. And we don't need to go into that. At any rate, later in the evening, I met up with my friend Kevin, and he took me out for birthday dinner, and we went to go see Thor. And the reason I bring up Kevin is that originally when I had this idea, Kevin and I were going to do a podcast together, and we probably still will since I'm getting the hang of doing this one. And we want to review movies together, and we like really obscure movies, and we watch a lot of Kung Fu together, and we just had a really good time. And we were reviewing the movie as there were 4 other people in the theater while we were watching it, and they were talking too, so I don't know, it was kind of a fun movie experience. And by the way, the second Thor was good, so I would recommend seeing it. Renee Russo was a total badass in it. She's like busting people up with swords, and I think she's in her 50s. I kind of always had a thing for her. I know I can hear groans or that's really hot, so I guess that could go either way depending on your taste in women. And one of the reasons I chose today to lead in with Long Cool Woman is that, as I was discussing with my lovely housemate earlier, I love women who are tall in black dresses, so it just seemed appropriate. And a lot of fun, and today's musical choices are going to really make you go, are you sure you're not on something? Yeah, I'm sure. They're all over the place, and somebody on my Facebook page said, hey, maybe you should check out some bluegrass, so I believe that was Michael. Oh, and I'd also like to thank everybody who's liked me, who's given me constructive feedback, and who is supporting me. I mean, I'm really still shocked at how many people I have supporting me, so thank all of you. And as I said on my page, I will try to message you as soon as I can and answer email, because one of the other things I learned from Rally is the way she treats us, and I want to treat all my listeners the same way. She's incredibly courteous, and she answers email when she's not in the middle of a move, obviously. And I want to learn from her example, because I think a lot of people, now granted I'm not very big, but I think a lot of people as they grow, they lose touch with their fan base, and if it weren't for the fans, where would I be? So I'm lucky to have every one of you, and I'll try to interact as much as I can. If I don't get back to you right away, it's usually because I'm at work or I can't, so please don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm not. And I just had a complete debacle in the studio, and this is why we don't do video. First of all, I'm not doing video because I'm sitting around in a hoodie and, pajamas. It's Saturday. It's always a really good day when you have showered and you're in your second set of pajamas. That's a great day. So getting back to the tragedy that almost fell upon the Velvet Heaven podcast here, I was almost no more because I just dumped a whole cup of coffee all over my desk. And this would have resulted in my computer. So thank the gods that it didn't. I don't know how I avoided it, but this is the second fan I've ruined with a cup of coffee. So the coffee is now sitting on the floor. So that way if I knock it over, it's only the floor and not my computer. So there is that. And that was kind of scary. And I want to do a shout out because I just saw on my page that Mandy Marie Luke liked my Facebook page. Thank you, Mandy. You're awesome. And I don't know if I'll play it this show, but very soon I'm going to play some of your music too. It's just I'm doing all vinyl right now. So maybe towards the end though, because I could totally go for some of this old tattoo. So maybe I'll break the rule and we'll play one song that's not vinyl. Mandy's really, really talented. You should check out her band. It's Mandy Marie and the Cool Hand Lukes. And they have a Facebook page too, and you should like them. And Andy's super talented, writes a lot of her own music, and the covers she does will just blow you away, especially if you like rockabilly. There's nobody better. There just isn't. So I think with that, after my little debacle and losing, yet again, another cooler for my laptop to the coffee, I'm going to go spin some tunes. So with that, I'm Soraya. This is episode number 3 of the Velvet Heaven podcast. Thanks for listening.
Oh, what a night. Love you, dear. Oh, what a night. Oh, you, dear. Oh, what a night. To squeeze you, dear. That's why.
Carrot.
cherry pie. Cherry, cherry pie. Cherry pie. Ooh, so good. Oh, baby. Oh, sugar, sugar plum. Sugar, sugar plum. Sugar plum. Sweet as it comes, as it comes. Like little Jack Horner sitting in the corner, eating his cherry pie. Oh, Lord, only I didn't put in a thumb and pull out a plum. So I guess I'm not as great as he. Oh, no. Give me some. Give me some. Give me some. Cherry pie. Like little Jack Horner sitting in the corner, in his cherry pie. Oh, Lord, only I did put in a thumb and pull out a plum. So I guess I'm not as great as he. Oh, no. Give me some. Give me some. Give me some. Cherry pie. Cherry pie. Cherry pie.
Well, everything that can go wrong is going wrong, so there is that. Yay! Wow, that's awesome. Anyway, the music selection was Oh What a Night by the Dells and Cherry Pie by Marvin and Johnny. And that song I stumbled upon when I bought that record for $1 at the Royal Oak Flea Market. That record's awesome. It's called Rock and Roll Dance Party. And it's got these two white kids on the front. And all the music's black. It's hilarious. It's like, hey, you white kids, come buy our black music. It's great. And by the way, yeah, there's going to be some political incorrectness on this show, so be ready for it. I doubt you're shocked. Especially if you've heard me on Riley's show, you know I'm not always politically correct, so there is that. And the reason for those musical choices were that some of the feedback I got, and thanks, by the way, guys, for all the feedback, is people want to know about my process and they're interested about it, especially when I'm writing. So one of the things I often do is I put music on that's going to get me in the headspace of my character. Now, in this case, that often happens to be older music because of who I'm writing about. Now, I don't always do it that way, but that's what I chose to do, the last few days anyway, and it's worked. So, although the next scene I'm going to pull out of a Depeche Mode song called In Your Room, and I think I'm going to play that next break because the final segment's going to be, well, you'll see what it's going to be, but it's going to be a story about one of my friends who I used to sort of date. I don't know how else to put it. I don't know if we ever really dated or it's just a weird situation. But anyway, I'm going to call her the Depeche Mode girl to protect her anonymity at this juncture because I don't know who else is going to listen. And if it's somebody who knows her and she doesn't want it out there, that's totally cool. But she told me I could tell that story. So getting back to the process, like I said, when I write, I visualize a lot. It's just kind of how I do it. So again, I'm using music and whatever else around me that will put me in that right headspace. And the other night when I called in, I was talking about how I was with my friend and we had done some editing and we had a rousing discussion about whether what I was writing was possible or feasible, and it was. We also had a very interesting discussion as to why I can write straight scenes so well, because I'm not even sure about that myself, to be quite honest with you. But somehow I've managed to capture the straight relationship that's going on with this couple very well and write enough of it to where it's not like pornographic or anything, and it's not even, you're not even really getting full sex, and I can hear I'm losing my audience with that. But you're getting enough to be titillated, and to want more. And, I think it's more fun to paint it in the classy way, because if I were going to write sex or erotica, I'd write sex or erotica. This is so much deeper than that. But here's the dirtiest secret of all. I'm enjoying writing those scenes. So I'm not sure what that says. And boy, am I giving stuff away. I'm kind of glad the person I wrote it for isn't listening currently. Not because I don't want to, but because I can't. So there is that. And, overall, I've really loved writing this. I was talking to my housemate about it today, and I live with one of my friends I went to Wayne State with, again, who shall remain nameless, and her 2 children. One who's 16 and one who's, I think, 8 now. And I share the upstairs with the 16-year-old, who's really cool. But anyway, my friend and I had a writing class together. That's how I met her. And we were sitting at the table this morning talking, and she said, I've never seen you so motivated to finish anything. And she's read a lot of my work because we had a critique class together. Now, if you want to have a real brutal experience and have your artwork totally torn apart, which I'm going to digress for 1 second here, and then we'll get back to that. I have already had somebody tear me apart once, already since I started doing this, and I'm not going to give it any credence. I'm simply going to say this. Know it's coming as far as when you put yourself out there like this, in any form. Whether it's music, or, art, or writing, or podcasting, people are going to come after you, and it's going to happen. And if it's constructive criticism, I'm going to respond. If you're trying to go after me for other reasons, I'm not going to. So I'm just putting that out there, just to say, hey, because I was talking to somebody else who might start doing this, and they're like, wow, I don't think I could have brushed some of the comments off you've gotten. And you have to. People are going to be critical, and they should. Not everybody's going to like what I'm doing, and that's fine. But, attacking someone just isn't productive. So, it just isn't. And besides, really, it's not. I'm still going to do what I'm going to do. If it took one person to, stop me, then I wouldn't be doing this. It's not like this is the first time I've ever performed anything in my life. And the reason I brought that up was I was talking about how I met my housemate. So we used to have what they call a fiction writing workshop. And what you do is it's you and at Wayne, because the class sizes are huge, 35 of your closest friends, and they all become enemies. Writers and our egos it's so destructive. Because you create this thing and it's like your baby. And you don't want people tearing your baby apart. But anyway, so what happens is you submit several pieces throughout the semester. And then when it's your turn, you Xerox like however many copies for people. And then when it's your turn to get critiqued, you can't say anything. And all these people, you sit in a circle, go around and tell you what they liked and hated about your work. Again, that's kind of why I can take criticism. People are brutal. And they're not always brutal because they're being honest. They're brutal because you got a lot of egos fighting for attention. So it's real hard to be constructive in that situation. You got to take yourself out of it. So I learned how to take that kind of beating, because it is a beating. I was lucky. People generally liked my work. They really liked the stuff I wrote about the zombie apocalypse. I tend to write things that are slightly erotic, so they like that. But you're going to get criticized, I guess is my point. So as I was talking with my housemate, she's like, this is the strongest thing it's really strong what you're writing and what you're telling me about. And the fact that I keep editing, and I want to get better, so I don't really care if people take it apart at this point. And I was telling her it's all chaptered. I almost cried when I printed it. I've never chaptered my work. Now, I've had something going before that was probably 60, 70 pages. I'm currently at 95. There are 5 chapters I'm sending my friend for her birthday and Christmas, because I tried to put her in 2 chapters and I couldn't do it. She's too interesting. So she's getting her own book, and she's probably going to be a big part of the series. I think people will enjoy reading about her. Anyway, it was very exciting to see a table of contents and to see me really coming together with it. Because all these years, I would sit around and say, oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to write a book, and you just wait and see. I'm going to make it. And then you never write the damn book and you sit around bitching about it. So I'm doing it. And actually, one of the reasons I'm doing the podcast today and not tomorrow is that I want to write later tonight. I have a great idea in my head that needs to get out before I lose it. And some of the conflict that my character is going to go through. And I'm not going to read a whole lot more to anybody right now until my friend reads it, because I wrote it for her. And I don't want to spoil it for her if she gets a chance to listen to me. So you guys will eventually get more. But I also don't want to give it away up front because I want everyone to read it and buy it. You know, I want people to enjoy it because I think it's something everyone can relate to because it's not typical way that genre is done. I think even if you didn't like vampires, you might enjoy what I'm writing for numerous reasons. So that's a little bit more about my process in the book and how I do things and why I do things, and you can do them too. I'm going to keep encouraging people, pursue your dreams, and if you want to go into podcasting, do it. One of the reasons I call Riley so much is practice. It's great practice, and I'm lucky that, you know, she advocates that, and really more people should call anyway. I'll get off my soapbox about that. And if you can or you don't want to, that's cool. But, you know, Riley's fun to talk to. Everyone should have that experience if they want it because she's open to it. But whether it's podcasting or a band or taking up a new instrument, it's never too late to pursue what you love. And why waste time? And we get such a limited amount of time here as it is. So I say pursue your dreams. And with that, I'm going to play some more music. And again, thanks for listening. This is Soraya in the Velvet Heaven podcast. After the break, I'll be telling you the lovely story of how I met the Depeche Mode girl. It's appropriate for Christmas because we met at a Mannheim Steamroller concert. And let me tell you, the concert was awful, but the girl was great.
days gone by, I stayed awake all last night. Morning came, I was feeling sharp, like a cry, needing more. What have we done? Get up, lift the strong. I need every man with you. No one else can touch. I need every man with you. No one else can touch.
Got your money tail, dead in the right. You mean to that woman, it's fine. You got to go, but you feel love dangerously. Like the ocean, burning sky. Nature's right, it's hard to beat. Right step, it's mountain high, liberty. Right step, got your pearls on the string, your skin's so red. Over your shoulders, the world there. You got the nerve. I've seen creeping up the night, lying in the moment, the truth smile. You got to know, going with, boy, playing with the dangerous thing. Nature's wild, hard to beat, right stuff. It's mountain high. High.
Well, talk about some variety. That was some crazy music selections, wasn't it? We got the Commodores, Brick House, In Excess. Wow, just said in some sex or something like that, and that was great. In Excess. You know, I don't even know the name of the song. I think it's called I Need Every Minute With You, or No One Else Can Do What You Do. Whatever, it's fine. Ella has now joined the podcast. Say hello, Ella, and things are going to get a whole lot better because life is better with Ella. Let's see. And, the third song, that's easy. That's Brian Ferry, The Right Stuff. God, I could live inside of Brian Ferry's voice. I love it. It's just amazing stuff. And I was telling one of my friends that my go-to move is Brian Ferry in the back rub. And let me tell you, it works every time. You put Mamoon in, well, unless the girl doesn't like Brian Ferry, and then you're kind of screwed. But most of them do. Oh, God, but not all of them do. I'm totally digressing. The things that are going on in my brain right now they're interesting. And I said I was going to play some Depeche Mode, but I don't want to torture my audience. For those of you who don't like Depeche Mode, I know some of you do, so maybe that'll be the lead out song for tonight. But, so the Depeche Mode girl goes like this. I've been telling a lot of stories about when I was engaged out of high school. This is great. Along with writing that straight stuff. I'm not sure what's going on with me lately. But whatever it is, it's interesting. So back when I was engaged to a man, he went away to Eastern, and I stayed home, Eastern Michigan University. And what wound up happening was he made best friends with this girl, the Depeche Mode girl. Now, this made me really nervous at the time because I was all worried he was going to cheat on me because I wasn't sleeping with him. Because I had no interest in having sex with him because I don't like men. So we were barely doing anything, and that should have been his first clue something was up with me. We'll get into that some night. That'll be a fun topic. But anyway, so I went to go visit him at school, and he's like, you really need to meet my best friend, the Depeche Mode girl. And so he got free tickets, I don't know how, to the Mannheim Steamroller. And we had third row tickets, and I didn't even know what it was at the time. I'm like, okay, I'll meet you up there. So I drive up there from where I live, and it's 45 minutes, right? So I get there, and he's like, we go, wow, it's so funny. I'm having all these flashbacks of the dorms at Eastern. Because we were like 19. So we go to pick up his friend. I gotta remember not to say her real name. And the minute I meet her, and this happens a lot with me, there was some interesting instant chemistry, and it was crazy. And let me preface it by saying this. I don't normally go for girls with short hair. I just don't. It's not my thing. I like a girl with long hair, at least to her shoulders, and it's just a preference. This girl had the pixie haircut, and she worked it well. She was gorgeous, very cute, very great eyes, beautiful face. I'm happy to say that she's gotten even prettier since she's gotten older, and I'm still in touch with her. So anyway, so we meet, and I'm not listening to him at all, and she's not listening to him at all, and the three of us are going to this concert, right? So halfway through this concert, we're sitting, it was at Hill Auditorium in 95, I think. So halfway through this concert, which I don't care about anyway, because, God, I hate Mannheim Steamroller. I mean, really, it's like some guy with a Casio doing Christmas music. And I'm sorry if you like them, again, preference. I'm not saying they're not talented, I'm just saying it's not my thing. But that really didn't seem to matter, because you know where the story's going, where the story always goes. Although it didn't go there right away for us, and, oh, God, I'm going to we're going to really get into, we're going to delve into some topics here. Yeah, I just had another ridiculous thought. So, we're at the concert, and the more her and I are sitting together, I mean, there's so much chemistry. It's getting to the point where, and I don't know if I said this on this podcast, because I don't remember what I say where. No, I didn't. When I told my boyfriend I thought I might be bisexual, he's like, well, I don't care what you do, as long as you tell me about it. He was, trying to work his way into a threesome. So anyway, we're sitting there at the concert, and all of a sudden she reaches over and starts holding my hand, and I'm like, oh boy. Wow, so apparently this is mutual. I didn't pay much attention to the rest of the concert. Then we get done, and we're going to go hang out at her dorm room. Now, she had the lower bunk, and it was decorated with this sparkly, Christmas paper. It was beautiful, and all these Christmas lights, and there was some real ambience. And her roommate, thank goodness, wasn't in there. So one thing led to another, and her and I start making out, and this is where it gets kind of funny. My boyfriend is not only, he's all for it, obviously. He starts DJing the makeout session. I'm not kidding you. If I could get a hold of him, I would have him on here to tell you that, because I'm still friends with him too. And he starts DJing the makeout session depending on what he thinks we'd like to hear. We're not paying attention to the music at all, but he really wants to be part of it, right? So what I do remember is he played some Sarah McLachlan, and that started to kill the mood for us. I don't recall what else he played because obviously I was really into who I was making out with. And she was actually one of the first people who I ever had the experience of who liked to bite people. So maybe that's where the vampire. So maybe it's all the Depeche Mode girls' fault. It's really hard to say. Ella is trying to interrupt me telling the story, and I'm not sure why. So we wound up, for a while, we were having we had an on again, off again thing. We made out whenever we saw each other, whenever I came up to see him and she was there. She had a boyfriend, I had a boyfriend. Didn't matter. I call her the Depeche Mode girl because that was her favorite band. I think it still is, actually. Although her taste in music has grown, I'm sure, just like mine. The same person also introduced me to Liz Phair, and I hated it. I remember the first time she played me Liz Phair, I hated it. Absolutely hated it. I'm like, what is this crap? Why are you subjecting it to me? But when you like somebody and you're into them, and I'm sure no matter what age you are and you're listening to me, you've sat in a room with somebody and either spun records or listened to CDs and hung on their every word. And even if you hate something, you're still sitting there, Oh yeah, she also loves the Beatles too. We have issues. It's okay. So we're sitting there and she's playing Liz Phair for me. And then what won me over with Liz Phair is there's this song where she tells this story. She tells this joke about this bull, and man, maybe I'll play that as my outro. I wonder if it's on. Might be on my phone. That will be fun. There's some swearing in it, so again, and kids shouldn't be listening to me anyway. So my boyfriend DJs the makeout session, and I actually would wind up getting drunk for the first time with her too. I had spent a whole lot of time with her at that point, but she wound up with my Depeche Mode Violator shirt, which somehow I found at a thrift store in the 90s. There was a Violator shirt. I didn't go to the concert. I was too young. And she got that because, people used to exchange sweaters. People of my generation, we exchange shirts or items, or because you want to wear something as somebody else's so you can think about them. So I wound up with her Smashing Pumpkins shirt. And she still has the Violator shirt. She also has one of my flannels still. We were grunge kids. I really miss those grunge days when looking good took very little effort. Yeah. So, I think I'm going to play a little bit more music, and then we're going to do one final bonus segment because I had something really cool happen today. I found some 45s, but we'll get to that after the Depeche Mode girl story. So, without further ado, I'm Soroya. This is the Velvet Heaven Podcast. Thanks for listening.
Your picture of me and you. You but I love you. I love you too. I sit there staring when there's nothing else to do. Oh, it's in color. Your hair is brown. Your eyes are hazel. And soft as clouds. I often kiss you when there's no one else around. Got your picture, I'm not completely never all by myself. I want a doctor to take the picture so I can look at you from inside as well. You got me turning up, I'm turning down, I'm turning in, I'm turning around, I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so. Turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so. Turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so. Turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so. I got your picture, like I'm reading on them all by myself. I want a doctor to take a picture so I can look at you from inside as well. You got me turning and I'm turning down, I'm turning in, I'm turning around, I'm turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so. Turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so. Turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so. Turning Japanese, I think I'm turning Japanese, I really think so. No sex, no drugs, no wine, no women, no fun, no sin, no you, no wonder it's dark. Everyone around me is a total stranger. Everyone avoids me like a cyclone ranger. Everyone. That's why I'm turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. Turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. Turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. Turning Japanese. I think I'm turning Japanese. I really think so. I'm not looking for somebody to love. I'm still in love with you. If we could put this car in reverse, would you drive it through? The wall around your heart that keeps us apart each and every day. And if I walk down your side of the street, would you turn the other way? And I get a funny feeling whenever I'm with you. I always end up dreaming. I get a funny feeling and I don't know what to do, and I always end up dreaming whenever I'm with you. Maybe you're too young to remember, or I'm too old to forget the way your lips pressed against mine the first time that we met. I believed all your stories and I heard all your lies a million times before. But let me say, if you play the record again, I'm gonna run right at your door. And I get a funny feeling whenever I'm with you. I always end up dreaming. I get a funny feeling whenever I'm with you. I always end up dreaming. I don't know what I should do. I get a funny feeling whenever I'm with you. I always end up dreaming and I don't know what I should do. And I get a funny feeling whenever I'm with you. I always end up dreaming. I don't know what I should do. I get a funny feeling now.
That was Liz Phair covering Turning Japanese and Material Issue doing Funny Feeling. Now, the reason I played those together is Material Issue is the backing band on Liz Phair's cover of Turning Japanese. Now, I was going to play the bull song joke, but upon thinking about it, I don't want to alienate anybody who's not really into hearing a lot of swearing. Now, I know that, I might tell a few tales out of school, so to speak, but I try to keep my language clean when I do it because, it's jarring. I agree with Raleigh. I think it's jarring when you hear somebody swear and you're not used to it. So, and I know what my audience demographic is more or less right now at this point. So, if you want to hear it, the name of this song is California, I believe. So, anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. That's some more modern alternative. And as I said, you're going to get a bonus segment today. And actually, I'm not going to lie, there's no magic. It is the next day. I didn't edit last night because I had a feeling I should take that song out. Something just was telling me I shouldn't do it, so I didn't. Which brings us today. Here in lovely Michigan, we got 7 inches yesterday, so I didn't go anywhere. And I decided this morning to go out, and I went to the thrift store. And I am very excited. I found my first Cameo record. It's the Orleans and Crossfire. Now here's where it gets funnier. I bought 6 45s, right? I think I spent $3. They're 50 cents a piece. Okay, all the white records, they won't play. I mean, they're okay, but they're so bad I'm not going to play them for you guys. And the couple black records I bought, of course, work. So I don't know, I don't know about you guys, but I think somehow through the universe, Raleigh is messing with me. That's my theory on that. And I believe she played Crossfire the other night for Johnny and Austin. And so I think it's kind of funny that that's one of the records I found. And from what I understand, Cameo vinyl is worth money, I think. Not that I'm going to sell it or anything. Oh, I found a couple other fun things too, but I'm going to play the couple 45s that are decent for you guys to hear. But I was really excited. I'm, at the thrift store, thumbing through all these records and came across some really great stuff. Because people don't get rid of what they know. And I think these are jukebox records because they're numbered. So that's even cooler. I would not even be scrounging the world for 45s had I not started doing this podcast. I mean, I might have fixed my record player, but it's hard to say. It's some totally good karma because I sent some donation money to somebody and they promptly sent it back to me and said, spend it on yourself. So I did. I fixed the needle on my record player. That's kind of some exciting stuff. At least I think so. I did, however, spend the last half hour fighting with Audacity. I won this round, at least. And this is a tech experiment. So when you hear something that's not totally technically right or whatever, I appreciate any advice. But again, remember, I'm working with a $30 mixer. Oh, I was asleep on the stereo. That's awesome. So I spent a little bit of time frustrated and sitting here going, God, do I really want to do this extra segment? But I think I do. And it's exciting when you find great things at the thrift store that somebody has junked and thrown away and doesn't think is great anymore. I'm a thrifting kind of girl. I always have been. So, without further ado, I'm going to spin those 45s and get out of here, I think, because I want to mix this and render it and get it out to you guys. Oh, by the way, I want to thank everybody else who's been messaging me, and a lot of you have, and I'm getting new people every day, and that's really great. You guys have no idea how much I appreciate it. I never saw this getting big at all. And I mean, in the grand scheme of things, I suppose it's not big, but I have almost 350 listeners. And for an unknown, that's pretty amazing. And I got to think, at some point I got to thank Raleigh because I know I wouldn't have most of you without her. It's weird how the universe works. And I was talking with Daniel last night. I was messaging. And we were talking about how we discovered Raleigh. And I believe I covered that on another show. But it still amazes me the way the universe reaches out to you. And again, I cannot stress this enough. Call if you don't call, or take a risk on something that you normally wouldn't. Because I played trivia once, and look at me now. I have a novel, I have my own show, I participate in a second show. There's probably going to be a third show, like I said earlier in this podcast, of Kevin and I reviewing movies. Who knows where I'll go from here. I never saw myself doing broadcasting, not ever. Yeah, I like to perform, I always have. As a kid, I took tap, jazz, and ballet from the time I was 5 to the time I was almost 15. I'm also a musician. I don't think I've mentioned that on this show. I play drums, flute, and I was teaching myself bass before I had to sell my guitar because I was broke. Let's see, what else do I like to do in the way of that? I love to public speak, obviously. That doesn't bother me. I thrive under that kind of pressure. I love it. I always have. So I always see an opportunity to perform as a blessing and a gift, and I haven't been doing enough of that. Maybe that's why I came across Raleigh that night on the Coast Gab forum. Who knows? Like I said, I was looking for conspiracy to listen to, and I never ever thought, it's so funny, you never know who you're going to meet. You never know who's going to influence your life or take you in a direction you never figured would happen. But you're going to hear this a lot. I'm so grateful for her. I mean, I'm so grateful that she's giving me this opportunity. It's incredible. And I fully plan on doing the same for somebody when they need it. It's one of the reasons I'm nice to people. It's one of the reasons I try to facilitate connection, because I fully believe in the pay it forward theory. I want to pay it forward, and I want to give to somebody else what's been given to me. So without further ado, that's a perfect lead-in, because we all know how much the rock star loves her old R&B.
But I love to hold you in my arms. Only you can thrill me like you do. So hold that kiss for a long, long while. You know I love you, honey child. I love to hear you whisper low. You know you really thrill me so. Only you can thrill me like you do. So please don't put me on that shelf. You know I cannot help myself. I am happy as a baby boy. You ain't nothing but a bundle of joy. Only you can thrill me like you do. Bend your legs and pigeon toes. You know I love you, goodness knows. Devil with wonderful charm, but I love to hold you in my arms. No one can thrill me like you do. So hold that kiss for a long, long while. You know I love you, honey child. I am happy as a baby boy. You ain't nothing but a bundle of joy. Only you can thrill me like you do. Bend your legs and pigeon toes. You know I love you, goodness knows.
Holy hell. I just did my first hour show. Well, almost an hour. I can talk for 3 minutes easily. Come on, I talk for almost 10 every night. Some nights it's a half hour when there's nobody else. Alright, so I played the Orleans It's No Big Thing, and that's on Cameo, and it's really cool. This is my first Cameo record ever. I'm very excited. And I played Fats Domino, Honey Child, which is on Imperial. I gotta start learning labels, right? Seems about right. Because I want to carry on the tradition long after the people who had it before me were gone, and we just keep passing it on. Records should be eternal, don't y'all think? So as I'm wrapping up, I got some people I need to thank and promote their stuff. As I said at the beginning of this show, and I will say throughout, listen to the Raleigh James Show. It's Monday through Friday, 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And call Raleigh. It's 610, 640, 6400. Don't call her right now if you're listening on Sunday. I don't think she'll answer. She's probably lost in a box somewhere, more than likely. Also, buy her book. It's nickajackpress.com. And it's What Am I Doing Here? When everything I want is somewhere else. It's awesome. It changed my life. It'll change yours too. Also, let's see. The Venus Andricht program, which is Dear Venus. It's a podcast. She's a psychic. She's great. She read me. She's been totally accurate about everything. So yes, I'm promoting a psychic, but I wouldn't promote one unless I used her myself. She is awesome. And finally, I think it's time for me to plug myself. That sounds silly. Anyway, where you can find me, you're listening to me, so you obviously know where, but if you want to tell your friends or you don't know, I now have a Facebook page. You can give me a like, that'd be great. I answer messages and email fairly quickly. The turnaround time's fast right now. As that grows, I'm going to try to answer fan mail as much of it as I can, or messages or whatever, until hopefully one day I get big enough to where I have to be selective. Who even knows if that's going to happen? Probably not. But as of right now, I answer everybody who, isn't blasting me and telling me all the horrible things about myself. And I'm just not dignifying those people with a response. And by the way, why are you listening to me if you hate me? I don't get that at all. That makes no sense. But whatever. So where you can find me, you can download the podcast at archive.org, and you just search my name. It's SOROYA. It'll be up on the YouTube channel, which is Velvet Heaven Podcast, all one word. You can search it. You'll find it that way. Facebook, you can find me the same way. I think that about covers everything. Ella is passed out on my stereo. She wasn't liking how loud I was playing stuff. Poor little Ella. You'll see lots of Ella if you watch on YouTube, as I usually use Ella for my slides, because she's cute. And well, she's DJ Ella. I'm Soraya. This was the Velvet Heaven Podcast. Thanks for listening. On your way out, I'm going to be playing some Depeche Mode, Sea of Sin. Enjoy. Let me know what you think.